You know, one of the things that's probably never going to change about some of the human beings is the greed. The greed for the land. All of them going to leave it eventually, but they kill one another over it. For example, in Israel and Palestine and in Kashmir, check this video out. So this is just a small clip of what's happening in Kashmir. India has occupied this territory for a long time just because of the land, you know, and the people there are majority Muslims. And in my own personal opinion, let them be their own state. Half is with Pakistan, half is with India, but the one in India, you know, they're not too happy being controlled by the Indian government, and they're constantly in conflict. There's soldiers of Indians dying, and then there's regular civilians and other people dying. In Kashmir, there's always like bloodshed. Just hold regular election there and let the people decide what they want for themselves. If they want another state, let them have another state. If they want to be with Pakistan, let them be with Pakistan. If they want to be with India, let them be with India. But give them the right to decide that. Trying to control the media, journalism, you know, so the outside world cannot see what kind of atrocity the Indian government is committing, is not the way to go about this thing. And this is not the only country. Myanmar too, they shut off the internet and stuff, and you know, trying to get the civilians under control, and you know, and they're abusing their power. You know, the same too with India. They both have military powers, and regular civilians, they cannot do much against it. You know, those type of advanced type of weapons, and because of that, they get oppressed. And most of the time, you know, the rest of the world remains silent, even if they speak. But the word comes in this ears and goes out in that ear of the military. They continue to do what they want to do and abuse as many people as they can, which is truly sad. I just hope one day we are able to do something about this and the people of Kashmir can get free. Myanmar, whether it's Palestine, all over the world, whoever are oppressed, may God give them justice and peace. Anyways, guys, that aside, the CDC tweeted that people fully vaccinated against COVID-19 can travel within the United States and do not need COVID-19 testing or post-travel self-quarantine as long as they continue to take precaution while traveling, wear a mask, avoid crowds, and wash hands frequently. This is some good news, you know. It means that the vaccines are having some type of effect on this pandemic. It means that, you know, those who get it, they have less chance of getting it and even less chance of spreading it to other people, which is good. So we need to get as many people vaccinated as possible, and hopefully this pandemic can come to an end. So according to Adrian Wojnarowski, he tweeted that the NBA is finding Kevin Durant $50,000 for a social exchange with an actor, sources tell ESPN. I mean, this was kind of coming, especially all of the things that he said. He went out here. I'm not going to post what he said, but you guys can go and check it out. But he ranted. He went out on that other poor guy. I mean, wow, I did not expect that from Kevin Durant. But anyways, that aside, you guys probably know about what happened in the U.S. Capitol. They released a statement. They said that we're devastated to share the sad news that one of our officers involved in this afternoon incident passed away. USCP is working to notify the officer's next of kin before it releases additional information. So they did release his name. His name was Evans, and unfortunately, you know, he passed away. Anyways, just after 1 p.m., a man in blue Sudan rammed his vehicle into the north barricade in the U.S. Capitol, striking 2 USCP officers. The department immediately locked down the Capitol campus. The man exited the vehicle with a knife and ran toward our officers. At least one officer drew their weapon and shot the suspect. One USCP officer was transported by UCP cruiser to the hospital. The second UCP officer was transported by DC Fire and EMS. The suspect was also transported by DC Fire and EMS to the hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries around 1:30 p.m. The investigation is ongoing. We will provide more details as soon as we can. The second officer is in stable condition, thank God. But this is truly sad, you know, another loss of life. We lost so many people this past few weeks, unnecessary deaths. When is all this craziness gonna end? Anyways, guys, these are some of the things taking place around the world. Don't forget to subscribe and tune in tomorrow for more. Till then, take care of yourselves.